Hey everyone, I hope that you're doing great. Welcome back to my channel. You guys voted during the month of November to watch along Blade Runner. This movie is from 1982 and it's directed by Ridley Scott, from whom we've already watched several movies. And the stars are Harrison Ford. I know him famously for Indiana Jones. Then we also have Rutger Hauer and Sean Young. As I've said before, this movie is the winner of November's poll. It has won by far. More than 50% of the votes went only on this movie from the 4 options that we had in total. While watching this movie, I've noticed one minor similarity with the movies from the Indiana Jones trilogy. And I'm talking about the way they portray romance. It's straightforward. We're not sweetening this up at all. Just push it, baby. As always, the full reaction is available on Patreon, as well as many other polls where you can decide what other shows or movies we can watch together next. And we also have some exclusive content that if you check it out, I hope that it's going to be worth your while. With this being said, everyone, let's go right ahead, and as I've said before, I hope that you'll enjoy this. Los Angeles. 2019 was a big future for them that we already have Replicants. I think this movie was made like very close to the 1990. Wow, in a bit more than 30 years, I don't know how much, 32, I think it was 1987. In just approximately 30 years. You think we can advance so much? God, you had a lot of hope. Actually, I'm glad that they didn't advance this much. I'm those kind of people that are very afraid of how far a robot with the same abilities as a human can go. I know they're already working on it. It's inevitable. Curiosity and other stuff that we're not gonna get into it right now. But generally, the curiosity, the advancement and all that makes us thrive, you know, and go further. But damn it, I don't like that idea. It's just a personal opinion though.
Care if I talk? I get kind of nervous when I take tests.
Just please don't move.
I'm sorry.
I do have to admit that I feel bad for them.
I mean, you're not helping. Why is that, Leon?
Why would he help? He doesn't understand why would he not help.
Describe in single words about your mother.
Let me tell you about my mother.
Oh God. Was the replicant doing this because he didn't like the questions, or because he really intended to do that from the very beginning? So the umbrellas are basically Star Wars swords with the umbrella on top, and the laser doesn't actually cut through you.
Again in a golden land of opportunity and adventure.
Hello there, Mr. Harrison Ford.
Admiral Kovachin Engambite. We say you under arrest, Mr. Deckard.
Why? And why do you speak now in English?
Sit down, pal. Come on, don't be an asshole, Deckard. I've got 4 skin jobs walking the streets.
I knew it. He was not under arrest. And I think he knew it as well.
I need you, Dex. This is a bad one. The worst yet. I need the old Blade Runner. I need your magic.
Yeah, but why is he out?
No choice, huh?
No choice, pal.
Pal.
Already had an IQ test.
Yeah, he's gonna pal you later.
The designers reckon that after a few years, they might develop their own emotional responses. So they built in a fail-safe device. 4-year lifespan.
Huh? So they're gonna die at 4 years. But if they have a 4-year lifespan, as long as they don't disturb anyone, really what gives if these 4 remain here? Obviously I don't know the movie, that's why I'm making this question, but genuinely curious.
You're watching a stage play. A banquet is in progress. The guests are enjoying an appetizer of raw oysters. The entree consists of boiled dog.
Depending on which country, eating dog is normal.
Would you step out for a few moments, Rachel?
Funny that a replicant needs to smoke.
Commerce is our goal here at Tyrell. More human than human is our motto. Rachel is an experiment, nothing more.
Huh. That's so nasty. Why are you even touching this with your hand? Oh, sure, after touching it yourself, you know, it's not gonna get contaminated because of your finger or anything like that. Let's see why that picture took an eye. It took your attention to the full.
Did you get your precious photos?
No, we found them.
Men, police, men.
A Blade Runner. But yeah, technically he was with the police, now he's working for the police.
Cold! Those are my eyes! Freezing!
You didn't notice they were replicants from the whole thing? Oh. So cold for him. I think that was to keep him warmed up.
Where would we find this JF Sebastian?
I really don't think he's gonna get out of it there. And that's when he shoots. Hi there, replicant.
I wanted to see you.
How did she get in this place?
You think I'm a replicant, don't you?
Aren't you not?
It's me with my mother.
You're designed to look like one of the engineers who built you, right?
You're not a replicant. Go home.
What does she want?
Want a drink? I'll get you a drink. I'll get a glass.
She was so sure about herself. The way she talks also indicates that she's not human-like. Too neutral in some occasions.
I'm hungry, JF.
I got stuff inside. You want to come in?
I was hoping you'd say that.
An exchange of what? Yeah, you smile, boy, you smile, but we know why that is, right? And she's just gonna sneak up on you. You won't even notice. I think it's your last night, pal.
Home again, home again. Diggity dick. Good evening, JF.
Evening, fellas.
You look so cute.
Enhance 5719. Track 45 left. Stop.
Where was this lady in the picture? I'm sorry, I might be too stupid right now to understand the relation between that object in the plastic bag that you took without considering that you could contaminate it, and the picture with the lady who had like huge veins coming from her neck up. The animal, for God's sake. The animals. I don't feel so comfortable watching when animals are treated badly.
Taffy Lewis is on the line. Why don't you come on down here and have a drink?
That's not my kind of place.
Go someplace else.
Goodbye. To be honest, the phone calls would always be video phone calls. I would probably never accept the phone calls automatically. I mean, I would never be prepared to stay in front of a camera.
I'm from the Confidential Committee on Moral Abuses.
Even his voice is different. What? I know he's lying, I know he's trying to get something, but not to abuse you nor to harm you, lady. Wait. Isn't she one of the replicants, perhaps? It's not easy for me to identify her since the image they've shown about the female replicants, both of them had no hair, hiding the hair under some sort of hat. Mask. I don't know how they're called. But all these people in so many places to hide. She could be literally near you and you wouldn't even notice. She could be behind you and that is more than enough. No? Oh. Oh, and why they had to make like such huge hole? And again. And he's good. He practically shot twice in the same spot. Oh, look, the sign of the snake.
Decker. B26354.
So those were not veins, that was actually a tattoo. Okay. Pixels. Didn't make it too clear for me.
That skin job you vacated Tyrell Corporation? Rachel disappeared, vanished. Didn't even know she was a replicant. Come on, gal. Drink some for me, pal.
Why do you still keep doing all this? Because you can turn from a policeman to a nothing. He has such a big control that he can make you become nothing.
Painful live in fear, isn't it?
Oh. Yeah.
Wake up. Time to die.
Huh? Look at her. Killing her own people. You could call it that way. Because she cares about this Blade Runner in particular. She's in love with him, perhaps?
I'm not in the business.
That's why you were on Earth, because you were just a test.
I am the business.
And it's hard for you to accept that, I know. They shouldn't have put so much, you know, into a robot. So much information, so much capacity of personal development. You want something that will just do as you say. You got the robots nowadays. No feelings, no nothing. Just cables connected to each other doing nothing else but the function that they're made to do. And the only moment they're gonna get tired is when they get wasted or not properly, you know, managed, or when you unplug them from the electricity. Other than that, it's just gonna keep working and working and working. You don't need them to be like this. You don't need for them to be human-like with a mental development. I don't care if it's a synthetic brain or not. What do you expect from this? You expect them to be happy? You expect them to accept slavery? Isn't that insane? At least for me it is.
What if I go north? Disappear?
You know, he has to hunt you
Would
down
you come
too.
after me?
She is in love.
Hunt me?
Oh, okay.
No, I wouldn't. But somebody would.
You're a replicant. The way the eyes shined before, that was weird, right?
Deckard.
Or did I see wrong? Because now they just seem, you know, like they were lighted up.
You know that Voight comp test of yours? Did you ever take that test yourself?
I guess they did experiment on human beings to see how they react. She has a very cute profile. I like her nose a lot. How did you succeed that volume? I want that too! What are you gonna do? Seriously? I mean, I know some replicants are made for this, but really? Whoa! What, you're gonna force her? I mean, I did feel like she was in love with him somehow, or could be, but damn, because I don't know, even if I like a guy, if I want to go away from his house and he does that to me, oh my dear God. I don't care what I thought about you 2 seconds ago, dude.
How do I look?
You look better.
Just better?
Well, you look beautiful.
Not saying she looks bad, but wow. That's like how the futuristic world makes up.
This is the friend I was telling you about. This is my savior, J.F. Sebastian.
Sebastian. I like a man that stays put.
I don't think this is the Sebastian you were looking for.
What generation are you?
This is 6.
Okay.
Ah, I knew it. Because I do genetic design work for the Tyrell Corporation.
So you are the Sebastian they were looking for?
Show me something.
Like what?
Like anything.
Anything? No, don't.
Is he good?
Who?
Your opponent.
Oh, Dr. Tyrell? I've only beaten him once in chess. He's a genius.
I don't think he meant that.
He designed you.
Maybe he could help.
I'd be happy to mention it to him.
Uh-huh. Are you so naive, Sebastian?
We're so happy you found us.
I don't think there's another human being in the whole world who would have helped us.
I feel so sorry for him in a way.
Got a brainstorm, huh, Sebastian? Milk and cookies kept you awake, huh? Let's discuss this. You better come up, Sebastian.
Yikes. You got no idea what's awaiting you, Tyrell. Not that I'm defending you, because the idea of... See, that's the lining that I saw in the eyes of Rachel. It was not like the lining that reflects on the eye, but coming like from inside. And as I was saying, it's not that I feel bad for the Tyrell since they're enslaving replicants.
I'm surprised you didn't come here sooner.
Still kind of worry.
And the maker repair what he makes.
Would you like to be modified?
Stay here.
Yeah, he doesn't feel so comfortable anymore. Sebastian is kind of worried.
What seems to be the problem?
The fact that they only... Exactly.
Death.
I want more life, Father.
Huh. See that lightning again?
You're the prodigal son. You're quite a prize.
What does that matter if they treat it like slaves?
Nothing the god of biomechanics wouldn't let you in heaven.
Huh. Bye-bye, Tyrell. Oh god. Oh! Yikes. Oh god, no. Sebastian, you knew it, didn't you? Oh god. Poor Sebastian. Gonna go through the same, but why? He didn't do wrong. You killed Sebastian, isn't it?
Body identified with Tyrell as a 25-year-old male Caucasian. Name Sebastian, JF.
Just 25? Damn, he was just 25. But because of his disease, he looked... Wow, he looked way older. Yeah. I think they grabbed something from your car. Yeah, I expected that. Did he turn his body as well while doing that? Kind of. Shoot her again. Wow, that sound. That was so creepy. The entire scene. Everything. The other one is coming. But no Sebastian, because Sebastian is dead. You don't know that was gonna happen, and now I'm gonna bite my nails even more because I'm getting nervous. You'll be the last one. You'll be the last one alive, and you're gonna see it. Actually, Rachel is there too, but you don't know that.
I thought you were supposed to be good. Aren't you the good man?
He's the Blade Runner. He's supposed to kill you. Don't know if that's good or bad, but definitely if he killed Sebastian, I'm gonna say it's good. Goodbye to your gun.
Proud of yourself, little man.
Say bye-bye to your arm.
This is for Zora. This is for Pris.
Ah.
I'm right here, but you've got to shoot
You didn't
straight.
take off the gun?
Straight doesn't seem to be good enough.
Now it's my turn.
Oh, God, that was not. Why did you make them this way? They have feelings. Don't really know how to deal with those feelings, but you'd have. They're victims. They're victims of their own life, and they're not taking the right decisions. Come on, you can't get lost. It's exactly where you killed Chris. Why are you doing that to yourself? What the heck? You either fall, you either let yourself die by the Nexus. That didn't even look like he was actually howling, but I believe it. Not good.
That hurt.
I guess.
That was irrational of you, not to mention unsportsmanlike.
Sorry. Your forearm is very dark, like it's losing blood. I don't know if you painted it like that, I don't know if it's meant to look like that, or you really have a problem. He's running and searching for him so graciously. A building in a deplorable shape. Structure is not gonna hold for long. I mean, we've seen the walls. There he is. Hi again. Oh. Oh, that really must have hurt. What are you doing with that pigeon? What are you doing with the pigeon? Yeah. Why do you even do this? Just to longer the agony. Where's the pigeon? For a moment I thought I was crazy. I was already seeing comments saying, what white pigeon?
You people wouldn't believe.
He's dying? So when his hand was turning into a fist, it was because he was, like, dying?
I guess you're through, huh?
Finished.
Yeah, he did it. You're not gonna ask about Rachel?
It's too bad she won't live. But then again, who does?
You know he was talking about Rachel. I was just asking about that.
Rachel?
I don't know what to say. She doesn't seem to be here. She doesn't seem to be under the pillows. Or the mattress. That's too small. Unless she's not on the bed. You really are in love with her. But it's so weird the way you brought her to you. The origami is there. Why don't you take care of her?
Too bad she won't live. But then again, who does?
So they're gonna escape together, isn't it? Well, everyone, I'm gonna make this short because most of the things I have already said them during the movie. I'm gonna go in depth a little bit with the intention of the movie though. First of all, I feel the same way as in the Indiana Jones movies when it came to the love part. I literally feel that these movies only intend to like imply there is love between two characters and just 1, 2, 3. I don't want to waste a lot of time with it, just do it. So that's why it's so rough and so pushy, and it has this particularity that at least I would never accept it, not even from the boy I'd have a crush on. I can understand Rachel was in love, or at least falling in love with Blade Runner. I was the one who said that before he would kind of push himself towards her and kiss her neck just like that. First of all, and no matter how much of a crush I have on a guy, if he just comes at me with absolutely no reason and does that, I get scared. Second, if I want to go away, Rachel, for example, wanted to go away probably because she didn't want to hurt him, probably because she didn't want to lie to herself, probably because she was afraid he was just using her. So many things, because she's a robot, she was gonna die soon. We don't know when, because we don't know how many years she had already. So we don't know how many years she has left. I can understand that somehow she didn't want to continue this because she was afraid for several reasons, yet without any other romantic moment or connection between them, this guy just stops her from getting out. I would freak out. I wouldn't say, oh wow, I'm starting to fall even more in love with you. No, I would freak out like, dude, why don't you let me go away? I truly have the feeling that they did not concentrate at all in the romantic aspect, you know, in creating that romance. They just, come on, throw it. Yeah, they love each other. Goodbye. And if it's a little bit harsh, yeah, it doesn't matter. But the thing is that they're in love and we want to show a little bit of kissing and a little bit of touch buddies. I feel that this movie tried to depict how far can human investigation go in terms of creating a biomechanical robot. I've been insisting throughout the movie that I don't feel they've done this right, because you can't give, in one word, consciousness to a bio-robot just to enslave them and to treat them without any sort of dignity. They felt fear. They were afraid. They were bad. They were suffering. They were feeling pain even. And the answer, it seemed to be only because they wanted to see how far they can push this technology up to the point it could actually be undetectable, the fact that they're not human. For example, take the scene where was doing this test over Rachel. Blade Runner was doing the test. He said that he needed like 20-30 questions to identify if they're robots or not, but this time with Rachel, it took him more than 100 questions. They're like pushing it too far to just show that they could come up to a point where these robots are human identical, not only in appearance, but in mind, feelings, consciousness, emotions, everything. But they didn't care what happened next to them. I mean, they didn't give a single damn. They saw them as objects, even though they gave them feels, pain, ability to auto-criticize themselves and criticize the environment. And by criticize, I don't mean to say everything negative. To be able to contrast what you're seeing, what is actually happening, and to be able to understand that somebody may interpret it differently, you know? Learn from it. Why would you do this as a scientist if then you treat them, as I've mentioned before, without dignity? It's sad, very sad, and I really hope we never get to this. All I can say is thank you Yenbaiteng for this video, and I hope that everyone has enjoyed my video reaction. Stay safe everyone, and see you in the next movies. Bye bye!